Welcome back to the final episode of Durarara Season 2 10. So this is, as I said, the final episode of part 2 of Season 2, basically. And starting with next week, we're going to be going into the final season of Durarara. But in the previous episode, it was great. It's definitely like escalating so much. It's getting faster and faster. Stuff is happening and it's getting insane. So Izaya, well, let's back up a bit. So the main thing is obviously Mikado and him being very interesting, let's say, regarding the entire dollar stuff. He is definitely very different from where we saw him back in, let's say, season 1. It seems like he's definitely changing a bit, or I guess kind of falling down the deep end in a way. It's tough to watch him, right? And I feel like it's gonna have to be Kida who's gonna get him out of there, and that's also what he's trying to do, right? He's trying to make the yellow scars so that he can take the force of the yellow scars to basically, I guess, forcefully disband the dollars. And he tried to get Kadota on his team, but Kadota obviously got hit by someone, and we're still trying to figure out who exactly was the culprit in that. In the previous episode, all of the Van Gang, everyone close to Kadota was very pissed off, apart from Mikado. But as we said, Mikado is like in a different plane right now. But yeah, everyone was very pissed off at whoever hit Kadota. He was like the big brother to everyone there. Kadota was just like everyone's goat. So that was interesting to see. And then towards the end of the episode, we saw Namie going home, trying to be very secretive, and of course running into Yodogiri Jinai's secretary, and also I don't remember his name. Oh, Yagiri Seitaro, right? Seitaro Yagiri. So I think that's Namie's uncle. I think so. So he's basically the CEO of Yagiri Pharmaceuticals, and they basically kidnapped her, and they were like, "Yo, let's get Seiji as well." So it seems like they're gonna get Seiji for some reason. I don't know exactly what the plan is, but I guess we're gonna find out. Maybe they just weren't happy with how she was running the entire Yagiri Pharmaceuticals side of things. So I guess we'll see that, and then, or I guess maybe they're gonna want the head or something. I guess we'll see in this episode, or in future episodes. But the last thing that happened in the episode was then we found out that someone, and you guys clarified a bit more on this, it wasn't that Izaya wasn't the one using the Kanra account, but it was that someone hacked into his account. Because we did see Izaya use the Kanra account before, right? So we know that he had it at some point, but someone was using it now without Izaya knowing. So someone hacked into it, right? So yeah, I missed that. There's a lot of moving pieces in this, especially in this entire second season, in all of the parts of second season. So there's definitely a lot of things that are slipping my mind that I'm not gonna be catching on my first watch. So I hope you guys don't don't freak out too much about it. Just let me know if I forget details like this, because it's definitely gonna happen. It's definitely a lot more stuff happening here than it was back in season 1. So it's kind of tough to, keep track of every single detail. So that's why I have you guys in the comments. But yeah, let's see how this season wraps up. Is it going to be a big cliffhanger before the next season? Is it going to be kind of like a satisfying lead into the final season? I guess we're going to find out. So if you want to watch this uncut and unblurred, as always, on my Patreon down in the description. And let's go into Durarara Season 2 10 Episode 12. Is that Shiki? So, oh yeah, what I was gonna say, and I saw it here during the preview that we had during the opening. I didn't realize, but in the previous episode, or I think it was 2 episodes ago, it was Izumi who was narrating this entire beginning of the episode, and he was the one who called Yumisaki an arsonist, because obviously Yumisaki was the one who burned Izumi, right? I didn't realize it was actually Izumi who was narrating it. That makes a lot more sense than why he was called an arsonist. Yeah. It takes a thief to catch a thief. 魔女木之助。Also, wait. Did you call him uncle? That was a hit and run.
I like how angry she is for him. なあ。Cute. Yeah. Sloan. うー。Information broker, nice. Here he is. Oh, they never met face to face? Nice. Nice. I love her allegiance to Shizu. Yeah, Shizuo. I love her relationship to him.
No. Akabayashi the goat.
死ぬ。まずい。やだ。死にたくない。ダメだ。まだやらなきゃならないことが。やだ。いや、安心したよ。今ぐらいの空気できちんとビビってくれる子でさ。
He was using his haki, man. The aura.
超能力。よせ、ただの技術だよ。おじゃんに超能力なんてあったら、特にそうだな。何になればいいかな、運び屋さん。どなたなんですか？言っちゃっていいんですか？構わないよ。おじゃんさんのつもりで来たんだからさ。この人は赤林さん。アワクス会の幹部の人だ。アワクス会？あれだよ。おいちゃんみたいな人間がここに来たってことがどういうことかは分かってくれてるかな。
He's so cool.
何かご迷惑を。いや、まあ迷惑っていうかね、同業者のおっちゃんたちはどうか知らないけど、少なくともおいちゃんは
I think him and Kadota might be my two favorites. My two favorite characters.
ねえ、どっちがお望みだい？潰されるか、それともおいちゃんたちの味方になるのか。僕たちはあなたたちの邪魔をするつもりはありません。ただ、居場所が欲しいだけなんです。居場所ね。君らの居場所なんて表側にいくらでもあるだろう。まあ、今日は警告みたいなもんだからさ、おいちゃんみたいな人間の目が光り始めてるってことだけ自覚してもらえりゃいいさ。お心遣い感謝します。謙虚なのはいいことだよ。本当にそのままダラーズからも身を引いてくれりゃみんながハッピーになるのにね。
True.
君がダラーズの顔役なんて知れたらご両親も嘆くだろう。
We know nothing about his parents, basically.
ほら、君と仲いい女の子。名前はなんだっけか。メガネの女の子。園原さんは関係ありません。大事な人だってのが丸分かりだね。顔芸ぐらいしなよ。そもそもおいちゃんが半年ぐらい前からダラーズの一員だって知ってたかい？
6 months.
首なしライダーさんには改めていろいろと聞かせてもらうよ。わかりました。でも帝は赤林さんたちを敵に回すようなバカじゃありません。
Ooh, maybe. I don't know about that one.
私はそう信じています。
I don't know if he's thought that much ahead.
ここからはダラーズとしてのお願い
But, wait, let me see what he says.
友達がさ、ダラーズ絡みで困ってるって言うんだよ。ニエガーの旦那、来てもらえる？
Ooh.
このおとなしそうな子が
Oh, he cannot help you, Nika.
少なくとも今のダラーズの中じゃリーダーに一番近い場所にいると思いますよ。東京ウォリアーのニエカワさんですよね。で、首なしライダー。なんでここに？赤林さんと知り合いなんですか？違う。今日は取材じゃなくて。この方もセルティさんのお知り合いなんですか？いや、昔静雄絡みで取材を受けたことがある。ダラーズの中にいるっていう。家出したうちの娘を。
Yeah, that's a different faction within the dollars. So what I was gonna say is, he said that he is a part, or Akabayashi said that he's a part of the dollars for 6 months now, but it was... the timeline is messing with my head, but I'm pretty sure it was fairly recent, like in the past week, 2 weeks, maybe less than a month probably, that they were talking about... It was Akabayashi and someone else, I believe, in the Awakusu group who were talking about, hey, have you ever heard of the dollars and stuff like that? They were talking about it as if they have just found out about it, right? So it was kind of like maybe putting on a bit of a show. At least I believe it was Akabayashi. I know it was the Awakusu group who were talking about it, but I believe it was probably like Shiki and Akabayashi. Maybe it wasn't him, but interesting. I would never have realized that he was a part of the dollars for 6 months now. But also here, Niyakawa, or let's go back to Mikado. He was, Sato was like, Mikado's not that dumb that he would make an enemy out of you. But I feel like right now Mikado is just blinded by his entire mission that he has of like purging the dollars and having this kind of like power trip. And I feel like he might accidentally make a lot of mistakes in this blind pursuit of power that he has right now, blind rampage, if you will. So I feel like he might make some mistakes that could get even the Awakusa group on his bad side, right? And also the last thing, Haruna is obviously part of the Izaya group, right? And Izaya feels like he's just putting stuff into the dollars that all of the things that Mikado wants to get rid of the dollars of, right? Mikado is trying to purge the dollars of all of the bad things. Meanwhile, Izaya is like, add another bad thing to the dollars, add another one, and just seeing how it reacts, right? So I feel like they are on the very opposite side of the spectrum of the dollars, right? Mikado and Haruna, right? I guess you could dig up some records or something, maybe, about her. Izumi? Makes sense. Ooh, sledgehammer. の。
そういや、あの裏切り者、ひき逃げ食らって入院してんだってな。
Damn! Whoa!
問題です。俺がてめえをぶち殺した後は、誰の頭を潰しに行くでしょうかと。ヒントは簡単です。今そいつは入院していますってやった。
Nice! This arsonist. モルトフ、here it is.
そんなもんで俺をどうにかできると思ってんだろな。そこは最後にまずはその幻想をぶち壊すってつなげてほしいっすね。
Sorry about that.
はい。はい、わかりました。
Time out.
すぐに伺います。運が良かったな、オタク野郎。あと何日かは生かしておいてやる。てめえもカードだもな。って。
Because we saw the driver of the person who did a hit and run, but I don't recognize him.
歩き回ってるだけじゃ効率が悪いし、今みたいに狙われる可能性もあるっすね。どこか一旦身を隠す場所。そう、アジトを探す必要がありそうっす。
Looking for a runaway girl. Oh, is that Haruna? She's so creepy.
暴力じゃ何も解決はしないぞ。セルティさん、
僕は自分が正しいことをしてるなんて思いません。そもそもダラーズを作ったこと自体、世間的には正しいことじゃないでしょう。
黄金族が再結成したって噂が出てるのは知ってるか？
噂は聞いてますよ。元メンバーに勧誘かけてるらしいですね。
もう分かってるんだろう。
Oh, I don't like this train of thought that he's having.
そのことと僕がダラーズの創始者だということ。あと、園原さんの秘密。セルティさんは全部知ってるんでしょうけど。
Dude, so we established in I think it was in like season 1 or maybe in the previous season, you know, we had the entire, I guess, mini arc of, you know, Mikado trying to make sure that the dollars that he's created are kind of like used for like good stuff. And he tried that twice, I believe now, right? He tried it twice to make sure that the dollars are something that's perceived to be a good thing, right? That they're helping people, that they're doing something positive, like making a positive change in at least Ikebukuro, right? But now I feel like he's fully given up on that notion, right? He's fully given up on the dollars being a positive thing. He's like, no, I never said that I'm doing something good. Like even creating the dollars isn't a good thing, even though he created it. When he created it, he was trying to do good with it, right? But now he's fully given up on that notion, which is kind of scary.
そうは言っても、もし黄金族がダラーズを攻めてきたらどうするんだ？
もちろん戦いますよ。現に今、青葉くんたちに黄金族を襲撃しに行ってもらってるんです。さて、あいつはどのくらい木田正臣の忠誠を誓っているのか。痛めつけて吐かせるなら、後つけた方が早いんじゃねえか。吐かなければ吐かないでいいさ。これは宣戦布告なんだから、見せしめになればいい。
お前は何を言ってるんだ？しっかりしろ。しっかりしろ。
やだな、セルティさん。僕は正気です。
Yeah, Izumi?
おかしいだろう。なんだ、前みたいに黄金族が悪い連中に操られてると思ってるのか？どう考えてもそれは今の帝の方だぞ。そんなに青葉くんが信用できる人間だと思ってるのか？
信用とかそういう問題じゃないですよ。青葉くんが僕を利用する見返りに、僕も青葉くんを利用する。それだけです。セルティさんだって僕と正臣と園原さん3人の間にあるものまではわからないでしょ。
中二病っぽいことを言ってごまかすな。
僕と正臣の間の糸はもうお互い解きほぐせないほどに絡まってると思うんです。だったら糸を燃やして最初からやり直すしかないじゃないですか。
Bro, that's such a trash way to go about it. No!
協力できないと言われても仕方ないです。ただ、せめて僕たちのやることを黙って見過ごしてくれると助かります。
That's such a coward way to go about it.
なんでも出てくるんだよ、お前ら。将軍の読み通りじゃねえかよ。まずいな。おい、起きろ。緊急事態だ。そうか、逃げられたか。しゃあねえな。それよりこっちの怪我人は。無理するなよ。やっぱり来たんですね。黒沼ってやつの独断っすかね。いや、帝の指示かもな。でもそれって将軍が俺らの頭だって知らないからですよね。知ってても潰しに来るかもな。こっちも帝のこと知っててダラーズを潰しに行ってんだからお互い様さ。待ってろよ、帝。お前がもう自力で戻れないほど深みにはまっちまってるなら俺も同じぐらいの深みまで。
Bro, Mikado is in such deep copium, it's actually insane.
申し訳ございません。我々が昨日、ヤギ波江と接触した後、完全に行方をくらませています。
まあ、いずれ網に引っかかるだろう。それに、獅島君をそろそろ動かす時期だからね。おや、私の電話が鳴るとは珍しい。
やあ、お久しぶりです、ね。
Of course.
淀切陣内さん。
We have like 17 different Yodogiri Jinais.
私を指したのは、あなたとは別
No, that was a completely different Yodogiri Jinai.
改めて自己紹介を。池袋でケチな情報屋をやってる折原伊佐也。
Which is another thing. Sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot, but which is another thing that confused me so much about. I'm like, am I mixing together 3 different names and I'm not just not realizing? Because we saw the person who stabbed Izaya looked completely different than than Yodogiri Jinai that we know. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm mixing the names up. Maybe that's a different person and I just have it wrong. And then they showed in like a few episodes ago, 2 episodes ago or so, we saw the other Yodogiri Jinai, and I was like, oh wait, this is Yodogiri Jinai. So maybe I'm mixing up the other two ones. And maybe those two aren't actually, they have different names and I just misremembered it. And now here we're seeing the other Yodogiri Jinai. I'm like, okay, I see. So they're just swapping out Yodogiri Jinai's like it's like underwear. They're just swapping it out by the day. Okay.
俺は
Okay.
今ちょうど君の話をしていたところだよ。
担当直入にお話しします。矢切奈美恵さんはどこです？矢切製薬の方面から調べても当たりが出なかったんで、そちらにお邪魔してるのかなと思いましてね。
困りましたね。仮にそうだとしても、あなたに教える義務があるのでしょうか。
ないんですよね。じゃああれです。教える気がないなら、しばらく寝ていてくれませんかね。
He's gonna be behind it. Oh! Saika? Haruna. Oh. Do you think that happened to Kadata as well? I did not expect that one.
どうしたんだね。
淀切社長、8番が負傷しました。
Okay, I see. They have doubles. Body doubles.
負傷。一体何が。
や、クジラギさん。君の上司はナミエさんの居場所を教えてくれないみたいだけど、君なら教えてくれるんじゃないかと思ってね。
大変申し訳ありませんが、私一人の判断ではお答えしかねます。
それはないでしょう。あなた一人の判断が何よりも優先されるはずなんですから。淀切陣内という集団のリーダーであるあなたの判断がね。
どなたからその話を？
誰からってわけじゃありませんよ。いろいろと状況を調べたら、そうとしか思えなくなったってだけです。そもそも、クジラギってあなたの本名じゃありませんよね。多分本物を殺してなりすましたとかじゃないかな。
殺して奪ったわけではありません。同意のある取引です。
まあとにかくあなたの本当の名前もわからない状態でしてね。だからあなたの周りを丸裸にしようと思って哀れな踊りのおじいさんたちに退場してもらったんですよ。そういえばチャットで俺のハンドル語ったのもあなたなんでしょ。なんで語尾にニャなの？嫌がらせ？
可愛かったでしょ。
It was her. Wow.
で、ナミエさんの居場所を言う気になりませんか？プライドの高い彼女が普段毛嫌いしている俺なんかに助けられた瞬間、どんな顔するのか興味がある。
趣味がいいとは言えませんね。
人身売買から化け物売買までやってるあなたに言われるとは思いませんでしたよ。しかし皮肉な話だ。あなたが岸谷信玄に売った災禍が巡り巡って今やあなたの敵になるなんて。
私がなぜあれほどの刀を簡単に手放したかわかりますか？災禍の増殖は人間を切りつけて子孫を増やす他にもう一つ方法が存在します。私は単に不分けと呼んでいますが、災禍を折り、その破片を刀として打ち直す、それだけのことですよ。
Whoa. Wow.
母よ、イザヤを捕らえました。
12番の事務所まで連れてきてください。デュラハンの首について問う必要があります。
わかりました。
Yo.
ありがとうございます、折原イザヤ様。淀切陣内という組織を壊してくれたことに私は感謝しています。自由に感謝を。何百年も生きてて子供一人説得できないとは情けない。あらら、セールティさん、ご帰宅でございますですか？あ、エミリアさん、ただいま。なんでこんなに？今日はみんなでパーレー曜日なのでございますです。小生全力で頑張ることこの上なしです。拝見していてください。ただいまでございます。パーリーといえば長
はじめまして。誰？
セルティおかえり。いや寂しかったよ。周りに人が大勢いるとなんだかぼっち感がひどいっていうか、やっぱりセルティが一番さ。
これは一体どういうことなんだ？なんでみんながうちに？
いやそれがね。
運命か陰謀か、どうしようもなく人々は結びつけられた。なぜかこの部屋で。
Oh, that's how you end it. That's how you end it. Oh, that is a cliffhanger to end it on. That is definitely a cliffhanger. Oh my god. Okay, that was a cool episode, man. Oh, yes. Okay, so Yodogiri Jinai, the corporation or organization that is Yodogiri Jinai, right? Oh my god. So, well, first of all, did Isaya just like kill a man? I guess he just killed a guy there. Well, unfortunate for that guy, I guess. I guess. Is this the first like confirmed kill from Isaya? I don't think so. No, I'm sure there have been many more. Unless this guy also survived, because people in Ikebukuro are like built different. They survive like everything. So maybe he survived this one as well. Either way though. Either way. I was thinking about this. Why did Yodogiri Jinai even introduce himself when talking to Isaya? On the phone, way back in, I think it was in Aomori, right back at the end of the previous season. Why did he even introduce himself? Because if he didn't give him his name, then would Isa ever know that it was Yodogiri Jinai? I feel like he wouldn't, and he wouldn't act this way. I feel like it would have been better for Yodogiri Jinai if Isa didn't know his name, right? I don't know, maybe not though. Maybe I'm missing something here. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's just a small detail that I was thinking about. Apart from that, this was an epic episode. As I said, it feels bad for Mikado. Like, he's going about it in a very escapist way, in a very... I feel like he's making excuses for the way that he's going about it for himself. He's like, well, I guess I have to burn down all the bridges and rebuild them again, even though, like, Kida is trying so hard to basically repair everything that's happened, basically make sure that, you know, they're on good terms and stuff like that. He's trying so hard to do all of that, but Mikado's like, nah, you know what, nah, I'm gonna burn it all down and we're gonna start again, which is, I feel like, such a cowardly way to go about it. But yeah, I guess we'll see how this is all gonna go down. Obviously, Mikado is not in the right sense of mind, so or state of mind, so we're gonna be seeing how that's gonna be all happening, how that's gonna be all unraveling in these episodes. But also, obviously with Yodogiri Jinai, we found out that there's a bunch of them, which makes sense, right? They will have kind of like body doubles to make sure that... I don't even know if there is a true... Well, I'm guessing... I don't know. Maybe there isn't even like a one true Yodogiri Jinai anymore. I'm guessing it started with one true one, but the main reason would be so that, you know, obviously if Yodogiri Jinai dies, there could be another one to just quickly replace him. So... it makes sense why they would have them like that, right? They would have basically spares. Makes a lot of sense. Also, the secretary, what's her name? It is Kujiragi. Kujiragi, she's interesting. I wonder how big of a role she's gonna end up playing here. What else was there? This was just an epic way to end it, man. And the entire... it feels bad that we're seeing Mikado versus Kida again, while Sonohara is kind of like... I don't think she's doing much right now when it comes to the entire war that they're having there, but maybe we'll see her getting involved more as time goes on, or in the next season. But goddamn, what an episode, what an epic one. I also wonder what exactly happened with Shizuo and stuff, and what is gonna happen with Shizuo, so I guess we'll see that as well. Also, what happened at the end there, right? I guess... I mean, Shinra does have connections with Yagari Pharmaceuticals, right? Obviously, he worked for them for a bit. So I wonder if, because of those connections, he was somehow able to get, I don't know, Namiya there. I don't know. This is going to be definitely a thing that's going to be told to us in the next season, right? Because they ended it off as if it's a cliffhanger. So I don't think we're supposed to know anything about that yet. So I guess we'll find out in the final season of Durarara. But yeah, I guess let's do that next week. But for now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next season of Durarara. Peace.